Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, we were at Cinderfall because we obviously wanted to take as many Ravenstone fiefs as we could, and yes, as soon as I took it, they decided, you know what, we're gonna make peace. And so they made peace, and then all of their vassals ran away, and it was absolutely fantastic, and we had balloons and streamers everywhere, and of course we had the obligatory tea and biscuits, of course. I mean, it wouldn't be a party without tea and biscuits, right? So we're good. We're actually pretty good right now. Unfortunately, they have decided, obviously the Salian Empire have decided to run around everywhere. Oh yes, also, bear in mind that Lord Roland and Lethal Durin apparently decided to take a castle up here. I'm actually unsure which one it was now, but I was defending here against Avondor, because as you can see, Justice Dux is apparently deciding that it would be a nice idea to take Avondor, which is, of course, where our knighthood order is. And I'm actually just going to head in here real fast, because I would like to speak about the knighthood order a little bit here. Okay, so, yes. These are the new names, by the way. Yes, I renamed them in the previous episode, but I didn't show them for whatever reason. And yes, let's see now. What do I want to do here? I want to do something. What am I doing? Lemon Knights, I think. Lemon Knights, yes, for Earl Grey. Ah, yes. Okay, so. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are we not already upgrading them? I thought we were already upgrading them. Oh. Okay, so, yeah, instead of getting a shield, I think we're actually going to get them that mount, personally, because it's going to take 13 days, it's 74,000, we may as well have the outlay right now. The Noldor horse is very good, but look at the HP difference. I mean, it's insane. The HP difference is just not even, I don't even know, but, I mean, it is a lot cheaper, 50,000 in actual fact cheaper. But this is the only thing I'm actually going to be spending a lot of money on. I might spend a little bit less on the armor because we have spent so much on the mount. But let's do it. They have a Noddle rune sword as well. So they're going to be pretty good on horseback once they have this. So let's do that. There we go. You want to replace the saddle horse, which is the best mount in the game, with the worst mount, the Netherworld Charger. Yes, that is exactly what we want to do. No, I'm obviously kidding there. Reversing the roles. Reversing the roles. Yes, give the order. There we go. So 73,000 has now vanished from us, which is, I gotta say, pretty sad. Pretty sad. I want to improve the equipment of my milk sergeants. Can I also do that? I want to purchase new mounts? No, I would like better weapons. I'd like to find a crossbow. Ah, here we go. So siege crossbow. Yeah, we're going to go for a siege crossbow because look at them. Look at that. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. Do we have 18 strength? Do we have 18 strength? I'm actually unsure about that. I'm actually going to speak to our milk sergeants here. 18 strength? Yeah, 21 strength in actual fact. Wow, okay. Well, that's pretty nice, I have to say. Oh, yes, and also, yeah, when they were increased in their proficiencies and stuff, it was mainly by that particular amount and not 2, so they didn't go from 3 to 21. But I thought to myself, well, maybe they do start off that bad. Who knows? I've never done that before, so yes, that was the main reason. So let's see here. I want to get some better weapons. Let's get some crossbows, and we're going to get some siege crossbows. Yes. Okay, so there we go. That's wonderful. That will only take 3 days, which is absolutely fantastic. And let's see how well that does. So, we also now have Justice Dux right outside, and we are going to be leveling up Julia. So, let's go into her right now, and let's take a look at her stats. Well, I think getting a little bit more in leadership, because I think she is going to become a vassal eventually. It's just a matter of time. So, we need to get her one more level, and then she will be rather adequate to make into a vassal, in my opinion. So let's just put a couple of prisoners here first. Want to make sure everything is fine there. And then we'll be serving Justice Dux his just desserts and tea and biscuits along with it. So, let's go. Yeah, we actually, believe it or not, were friends with this fellow before we left the Empire, and he still actually is a relative friend. As you can see, he has 10 relation with us, which is not bad, I gotta say, so I'm pretty disappointed to see that he has decided to be so aggressive towards us, but I suppose he must obey his marshal or liege, but he's doing this all by himself. So I gotta say, I am actually pretty disappointed in him, but I'm disappointed in a whole as the Empire itself declared war against us. I really feel as though that was a little bit mean, in actual fact. I know it's really weird to say that because, well, we technically left them, abandoned them to their fate, and, well, I guess it's just retaliation for that. They're still feeling a little bit sore about that, but yeah, I gotta say that I guess that's just the way it goes. Kind of unfortunate, because I really do like the Empire, and even though we are now at odds with them, I really didn't want to eliminate them first. I wanted to eliminate the Ravenstern, maybe the Sarlian, then go for the Feardsvane, maybe Dashar, and then end up fighting our old friends, the Empire, at the end. That probably would have been a really nice culmination to the series as well if we had been able to pull that off, but apparently they want to make war against us right now. So, gotta say, that's pretty disappointing, but, well, what can we do? We're just going to be charging in our infantry, charging in our Empire gladiators. Oh my, yes, charging into them, should we say. Okay, let's try and keep as many of these guys at bay as we can. That reminds me, maybe I need to get myself a Netherworld Charger, but I'm actually unsure how to do that. I'm sure that there is a way, but right now we're probably just going to try our very best to, oh my, prevent all of our crossbowmen from being eliminated. I'm going to try and move them back a little bit. We seem to be way too close, in my opinion. Whoa, that is an Empire Immortal, I think, that I just passed there, and the Empire Gladiators are absolutely slaughtering everything in the midfield here. I've got to say, I'm not happy about that. Oh no, not at all. And it seems as though our crossbowmen are having a difficult time in actually pinning down anyone, which I have to say is pretty surprising considering they usually are very effective, but apparently when they're fighting against the Empire, they're just not as good, because they are, of course, used to be a part of the Empire itself. And yeah, they're kind of sad about fighting their own friends and comrades that they used to fight alongside. So it is with a heavy heart that we actually do this, but we have to get onto a much better vantage point. That's all I can say, because that vantage point was pretty bad. Did not want to reposition until we had eliminated everyone in that first wave, and now this is where the pain comes. This is where the pain comes for them. And yeah, as you can see, everyone is just absolutely being slaughtered. Oh my, and they do have Empire Mortals. Yes, they are Empire Mortals, not Immortals. I actually thought they were Immortals for a second there, but thankfully enough we are able to eliminate them. They have a pretty small sword, so I'm quite happy about that, because they're not able to hit our face with it, or at least as far as I'm aware. Okay, now, come on. Yes, there we go. We're taking 0 damage from them because we are getting a really nice shot at the apex of our swing, which I've got to say is pretty nice. It's giving us damage where we're taking none, so I gotta say that's pretty cool. Of course, they are using thrusting attacks as well, and you know how effective they can be. Obviously, not with our sword. Our sword is a lot more about swinging and, you know, going from target to target and just making sure that everyone has a taste of it. So we're gonna just make sure that we can take out their crossbowmen now. We got to be a little bit careful about them because obviously we also have crossbowmen and we know how effective they can be. So let's just try and eliminate as many as possible. They do have shields, and the shields are relatively effective, so I'm gonna just try to be a little bit more selective. Yes, come on. You cannot have tea and biscuits. You have dishonored your families. Yes, exactly. You are attempting to attack former comrades. Where are all the routers? I really want to see more people run away from battle, because, well, it's... Yep, that's exactly what I mean. And that is the mystery of the crossbowmen solved, because apparently some of you actually are quite perplexed as to how we are able to win so many battles, but that is probably due to the fact that, yes, armored crossbowmen. Armored crossbowmen are the reason, in my opinion, at least, because, as you saw there, we were eliminated by a skirmisher, and the skirmisher was able to deal 22 or 28 damage. I'm actually unsure which damage number it was able to inflict, but you can kind of assume that that being one of the lowest tier of crossbowmen, and then us having the highest tier, that makes a huge difference in the amount of damage they're able to deal, and that's exactly the difference between, obviously, Good crossbowmen and bad crossbowmen. I would personally say... Wait, does anyone else have crossbowmen? I'm actually unsure about that. Sarlian have longbowmen. Deshar just have regular archers. Feardsvane have regular archers. No, I don't think anyone else has crossbowmen. Because the Ravenstern definitely have regular archers, so that's pretty cool to actually see. I guess that's actually a really good reason to go for a crossbow with our own knighthood order. That seems like a nice idea, because at least then we have an elite unit. An actual elite unit that is able to use a siege crossbow, and of course they're not going to be on mounts, so it's kind of pointless to go for anything else. And of course I was going to go for a bow, but then I thought to myself, in a siege defense or in a siege attack, we definitely want something that is going to deal as much damage as possible, and I'm pretty sure these guys are using siege crossbows, so it would be really nice to actually get something similar but also better than what we are used to. So we know how to use them, and we're not afraid to use them, and I think that would be a lot better. And apparently the bow selection is a lot less viable than the crossbowman. Well, I suppose the only thing we can do now is get ready for the inevitable charge of their remaining units. They are not particularly happy, I have to say, and I'm not particularly happy to see them either, because I really didn't want to have to kill them. I know, we are at war against them, but it still pains me to think that they used to be comrades. So let's just try and take out as many as we can, and maybe get another level up, I don't know. I mean, I talk about, oh yes, they used to be our comrades, and then I say, oh well, now we're going to slaughter them. Yes, exactly. Yes, that went fast, didn't it? Yep. No remorse, no remorse. Of course, that is just how things go in Pendor. And let's try not to get taken out by their skirmishers as well, once again. That would be pretty bad. Ooh, they actually have an Empire Armored Crossbowman. There we go. Let's eliminate him, thank you very much. Really don't want to have to deal with him firing away there, but as you can see, he actually eliminated one of our armored bowmen, which I've got to say is pretty good, considering he was outnumbered so many to 1, and yet he was still able to get a kill, and that's exactly the reason why I really like these guys. But hopefully our knighthood order will be just as good, if not better. And we're going to see if that is indeed the case. So let's just take as much loot as we can. We really need the money now, so I'm actually going to take even a little bit more than usual. And I'm actually... Wait a minute. Can I speak to the armored crossbowmen and see what gear they have? No, I can't see what gear they have, but as you can see, they have, well, a little bit better in terms of crossbow proficiency. But of course, we are training our sergeants once again, so I'm pretty sure we will get a little bit more proficiency thanks to Sir Jocelyn, so we'll see what happens when he returns. But right now, I guess we're just going to head into Avendor and sell, because, well, monies. We need the monies, so let's make sure that we actually do get the monies. And, he only has 3,300, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, there we go. I'm going to have to skip over to someone else now. I'm still thinking about selling this, but this is actually very nice. I'm probably going to use that. Whoa, wait a minute. Apparently the scale armor is incredibly good, so I'm going to have to skip around again. Wow, okay. I was not expecting that. Wow, there's a battered crowned helm. We have a Pendor King helm. That's almost as good. Well, no, not particularly. The Pendor King helm is actually very nice. Okay, so, ooh, a Knight of the Raven Spear. Hello there. I would not like to learn more about your order. Ooh, Frederick. Hello there. Oh, yes. Oh, hello. Yes, you're joining us. Thank you very much. You're going to become our next vassal. Thank you very much as well. Oh. Should we actually make him our next vassal? Because he has no horse right now. And I'm actually kind of sad about that. But he has incredible units. And he has 3 leadership already. So, okay, so he's level 15. We could easily level him up pretty nicely. So, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about, let's see. Okay, so I do want him to use a two-handed, but I'm gonna just see what we can do about getting him a shield, and then we'll get him a two-handed there, and then we'll just go for none. Now, I'd like to just see. He can use that on a mount. So, yeah, in actual fact, it doesn't necessarily need to be upgraded. So, I think we're probably just gonna go with keep current. And then keep current. There we go. Okay. Now, he doesn't have a shield, but I guess he's just going to be amazing anyway. And new armor is fine, and that's also fine. So, yeah, he should be good. Hopefully he'll be able to level up pretty fast. Let's get him in the battle. I'd like to get him a horse. Wait a minute. Does he have riding skill? Does he have riding skill? He has 4 in riding skill, but he has no horse. Wow, that's actually quite impressive. So, let's see. Where are we going to go? Well, I guess I'll give him the stubborn Dashar Courser. Not exactly the greatest thing ever, but I can give him this lordly immortal helm. And I guess that's going to be it. I could give him a shield, but it's kind of pointless, I suppose. And his armor is actually better than what I have, so I guess he's just going to be using that. There we go. That's actually really lucky that we found him. Very nice indeed to see that. So, yeah, I guess what we're going to do now is we're going to attempt, because we are no longer at war against the Ravenstern, unfortunately enough. I really wanted to continue our laying waste to their lands, but obviously because we now have 2 different factions interloping on us, it is causing us a great deal of difficulty. So I suppose we are just going to be heading on out of here. Knights of the Lion. Oh my, we do not want to be doing any damage to them, or we don't want to actually see them at all. Yes, thank you very much. Walk in the opposite direction. Yes, we do not want you here. Now, there is a couple of people maybe next to Kennet Castle, so we're going to just take a look and see what's going on here. Nothing. Okay, well, that's good. Apparently Lord Roland is taking good care of that place. Not bad. Oh, we have... Whoa, okay. I do not want the Fierdsvane declaring war against us. That fellow, 454 units. I cannot even imagine how he was able to get that much, but... Oh, wow. Really? Okay, so they literally just have fodder units? They only have fodder units in here. It may be 661, but they only have fodder units as far as I'm aware, so I guess we're just going to take it. Why not? Let's try and take it. Well, at least let's try our very best to not do that, because that's a siege tower. So, yeah, we're probably going to be heading on to this castle over here, because I didn't actually go into any other castle, right? No? Yes? Yeah, well, we're going to try our very best. Oh. Oh my. Maybe I should have done the siege tower. Well, I think the best thing I can do right now is end this episode off here, and next time I will have scouted around the various fiefs that Sarlian, which may actually be this one, we may actually try to take their town, well, you never know, and I will ascertain which target will be the best to go for next. So, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.